What book are you reading? Good morning. It's like 6 o'clock right now. The sun's starting to go up. And we're just relaxing. In the morning I like to put on Moana or Elmo for Thor because those are his two favorites. And the kids usually relax and drink some milk or chocolate milk. I gave them chocolate milk since it's Friday. I got my coffee. Hi.
Hi.
Say good morning.
Good morning.
But today I have a lot of cleaning because yesterday I just didn't get like anything done with what happened with Garrett's phone, and then I went over to my mom's.
Yep.
So
we went to Nanny's house.
Yeah, we went to Nanny's house.
I want to go to the Nanny's house again.
Not today, baby, okay? We have to clean today.
Why?
Because our house is dirty.
Ooh. I got no mess.
But, yeah. Say good morning. He's so cute.
Cat for the daddy's medicine.
Yeah, that's his cat first inhaler. See what I mean? My living room's kind of messy. Random stuff on the floor right now.
This is the blue cat.
So today we are going to be focusing on cleaning. I'm tired. I don't feel like cleaning today, but I think once I start pushing myself and I get into a rhythm, I'll just be able to do it all. So I'm going to take you throughout my cleaning day today. And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to go on a walk or not. I'm just going to try to clean as much as possible. And our walk takes like an hour. And that's like an hour of when Christopher's at school that I just don't know if I could give up today. So, yeah. Especially because tonight I want to go to the farmer's market for the first time that's close to us. It's not a very big farmer's market. There's only going to be like a few local vendors and stuff. We live kind of like near a hippie-ish type area. So there's just going to be some people selling jewelry, probably some like local eggs, a few local produce items. But I haven't had a chance to check it out since like 2 years ago. So we're going to check that out tonight. It is going to be around the time that the kids normally go to bed. So I'm not worried about Esme and Christopher. Thor might be a little grumpy, but I'm going to try to give him a good nap this afternoon so that we could go to the farmer's market tonight without having to worry about him being too upset. I don't know if it'll be around the time that Garrett gets off. The farmer's market is from 5 to 8 o'clock. Sometimes he'll get here around 6, and sometimes he doesn't get here until like 8 o'clock at night. So I'll have to see what time he's leaving from work. If not, it's okay. We could just go by ourselves. Otherwise, we'll meet him there. And that's what we're doing today, though. So I'm going to enjoy my coffee while I can. And I'm going to drink 2 cups, which is my max that I give myself before I start to clean. And I'm going to start to clean pretty early. So probably within like the next hour. Yep. Alright, it's breakfast time now, and I'm having some of the leftover white rice that we've had like the last 3 days, as well as some soy sauce and sriracha on it, and some over easy eggs. And all the kids are having the same thing. They're having a piece of croissant, some banana, and some scrambled eggs with ketchup on it. Is it good? Mm-hmm. All right, Esme's all dressed now. She's done her pretty dress. We did a little braid.
Yep.
She wanted gel in her hair.
Yeah.
Yesterday, if you noticed, her hair looked like slicked down all day. It's because she had me put gel, like, with her hair down. But you look so cute.
No.
Okay, so Christopher did his reading. Today is a day that we take Chris to school about 30 minutes early, and he also gets out 30 minutes early on Fridays. He goes in early to do his speech class so that he doesn't miss out on some of the important and fun things that they do in class on Fridays during that time that his speech normally is. So we're taking him in early. And whenever I say we, I just mean like me and the kids. Garrett's always working.
How Dad does did that?
I know. Yeah, the recycling man dumped our stuff over, so it's kind of like laying on the floor. I need to fix that when we get back home. But he just did his reading. I started working on a second cup of coffee. I cleaned up from breakfast. I cleaned the windows. I started laundry. I didn't realize yesterday that I did not start the laundry that I had put inside the washing machine. So I had to do that. So now I'm behind on a load of laundry because I couldn't turn it over. And I picked up some of the laundry from throughout the house. And now we're just on our way to school. Did I say I cleaned the windows? I don't remember, but I cleaned the windows. And I also cleaned off, we have like a really large desk, and that holds all of Christopher's like school stuff inside of it, and it was gifted to us. It's a really large desk and it has a glass top to it. So I hadn't ever had a chance to actually clean under the glass top when it was first gifted to us. So it was really dusty underneath, and it had some like old papers, like little clippings of paper and stuff that were underneath it. So I finally got to doing that today. So I lifted that up, which, by the way, that glass is really heavy. It's like, I don't know, it's like half an inch thick glass, like a big slab of it. So I lifted that up and I dusted the desk underneath it, and then I cleaned the glass all the way. It just gets so dirty because since I put the couch right there, Thor uses the couch to climb up onto the desk. And it's really frustrating because that desk just stays constantly dirty. And since I did that, it's really difficult for Christopher to even do schoolwork on it, because then Thor is trying to climb up on the desk to grab his schoolwork. And so I've been having him do his schoolwork at the table the last week, just because I'm so fed up with, like, I literally have to sit right there the whole time and tell Thor no and take him off the desk, like, I don't know, basically every second for like 2 hours, you know?
I'm gonna take out my tooth.
You're gonna take out your tooth?
Yeah, it's wiggling.
You have a wiggly tooth?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Is the tooth fairy gonna come take it?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're just on our way to school right now. I don't go to the drop-off line because there's no one at the drop-off line during this time. I have to take him to the office And then there's a lady that takes him to the speech class.
We're going to the office too.
Yeah, you come too, sister. We all have to go.
Okay,
So,
whoa, that's puppy.
once I get back home, though, I'm gonna be cleaning up the kitchen, and yeah, that'll be our next thing to do. Clean up the kitchen. That way, it's cleaned up for lunch and dinner. I don't know what I'm gonna do for dinner. It is the farmer's market. Maybe we'll go down there a little bit early and get something to eat because we never go out to eat. But it also depends on when Garrett gets out of work, because I don't like doing dinner too late with the kids because then they get grumpy, and they also are less likely to eat their food when they take longer to eat in between meals. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, if I go like an hour after when dinner normally is, then they don't eat it. So, and I don't want to go out to eat if Garrett isn't with us, because I just feel like that's like rude, because it's like something that we don't do ever, you know. It's kind of like a special family thing, going out to eat. So I wouldn't want to do that without him. But I'll have to ask him what time he gets out to see if we're gonna actually do that tonight or not. We're definitely gonna go to the farmer's market no matter what time he gets off, though. But I've got to go now because I got to park and get Christopher and the kids out of the car. Okay, so we just got home from dropping Christopher off at school. It is 9:48, so we are not doing our walk today like we normally do. I like going on walks a lot on Fridays, especially just because we're back like 20 to 30 minutes earlier than we normally are. And it just stays cooler longer during our walk. But, yeah, we're not going to do our walk because I have a lot of cleaning that I need to do. I did not load the dishwasher last night like I normally do. I was just really exhausted yesterday. And I think it's totally okay to give yourself a break. Like sometimes, you know, especially when you're pregnant. So I just needed a break last night. When Garrett got off of work and he got home, we just kind of relaxed. So that's what I did last night. And so now I have to do all the dishes, which is great. I'm currently making a cleaning video for you guys because my house is really messy. And so that'll be like a separate video of me actually doing the cleaning. But I'm going to do some cleaning and then I'll show you guys what it looks like afterwards. This is what I mean by Thor always on the desk. This is why it never stays clean. Literally, his footprints and handprints are everywhere on the desk, and it just always looks so like, yeah. What's wrong? Okay, well, oh, do you want some croissant? Are you hungry?
Jet planes in the night sky with you.
I'll take care of him and do the dishes.
Getting high in the sunrise with you. Getting through all the bad times with you. I wasn't missing a thing, no I do. And I wish that I could build a time machine. Cause time moves on, and now you're gone. Oh, if only I could build a time machine, I'd come and get you. I can't forget you. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you all the time. I wish that you were mine. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you all the time. I wish that you were mine.
Okay, so I've still just been cleaning, and we just sat down for lunch right now. I made us the macaroni and cheese, and I just have some pepper on mine, some cuties. I also gave the kids like mini tomatoes with it. Is that good? Yeah. But I like a lot of pepper. And Thor will probably end up eating all my cuties, but... Are you gonna use your spoon? Savage. Okay, so I was in the middle of cleaning, about to load the dishwasher, and it's time to pick up Chris. So, we're gonna pick him up right now. Have a sucker with me this time. These are some of my favorites. The mango ones with like the chile on them. I also really love the watermelon ones. Or like the ones that look like little chickens.
We're friends.
They're probably inside doing their work, babe. Because they have school.
You're going to school?
They do school at home though, babe. She was talking about the neighbors. They play with their kids a lot. But they don't go to the school that Christopher goes to. They are in a school that's further away, but that school is still doing distance learning. So they do their school at home, but yeah, so we're just gonna drive over there and hopefully Christopher's in a good mood. I'm hoping that he'll help me clean up the living room a little bit. But I have to, so I have to load the dishwasher. I still have to sweep and mop, clean the living room, turn over the laundry, clean the bathroom. And then later tonight, I'm going to fold the laundry when the kids are sleeping. What, Thor? I don't know what he wants.
Mama, sand.
Yeah, you see all that sand?
Yep. Mom.
Alright, well, we're going to go pick him up. Thor just took a nap on me. He's all super cuddly now. Oh, he's so cute. He literally just woke up. But it is like 3 o'clock now. Took a later nap than I normally let him. But we're also going to be out later tonight. So I thought it would be good for him to get in a little bit of sleep before. That way he's not super grumpy when we're at the farmer's market. And when we go out to eat. Garrett said that he will meet us at the farmer's market, but I still hadn't received a response back about what time he thinks he'll get off of work today, because it's not always a set time. It's just like whenever they're done. And so sometimes he could estimate it though on based on how much work they have left to do. So hopefully he'll get back to me on that. That way I know what we're going to be doing for dinner. And, yeah, he needed to take a nap. He was getting grumpy, but I still need to wash the larger pans in the sink. Say hi.
Hi.
I still need to wash the larger pans in the sink. But the dishwasher's already going and everything, so it'll be ready for me to unload tonight. Since I didn't end up doing it last night, I'm behind on like a load of dishes. It's already 3 o'clock. I think what I'm going to do is get the kids dressed in what I'm going to have them wearing tonight, because even though the thing's at like 5, I want to make sure that everything's ready to go. But I need to take some stuff out of the trunk of my car. I have some like portable AC units in there. That way I could put the stroller inside of it, make sure the diaper bag's packed. Because we've used it a few times and I've been leaving it in the car. So I need to make sure that it's stocked up on a few things, diapers, change of clothes, and everything. And then, yeah, I mean, the living room's still messy. But I don't think that that's honestly going to get done until later tonight, it seems like. So, whatever. Alright, so it is almost 6 o'clock now, which is normally when I'm putting them to sleep. I did give them a small bowl of cereal to hold them over. You almost got it, babe?
I can't do it.
You want me to help you?
Yeah.
Okay, so, but we're about to go to the farmer's market now. It's about 15 minutes away, and Garrett just left for work maybe like 20 minutes ago, and it takes him an hour to get up here. So, we're gonna meet him there.
This is you. No, the farmer's market. This one is the farmer's market. So I'm holding on to this one.
Okay, so, now we're gonna go to the farmer's market. I knew they probably wouldn't really eat anything while we're there because with COVID, there's, no food vendors allowed yet. They haven't gotten, like, the, like, no one's gotten accepted, basically, to, like, serve food. There are, like, no food trucks or anything, and it is, like, a smaller event. And there are, like, hardly any restaurants there.
We're going to the farmer's market.
Okay, so we just got here, and it's a lot windier than I thought it was going to be. It's definitely not as windy 10 minutes north where we live, but we're just gonna walk around for a second. Garrett has my card, so we don't have any money right at this moment until he gets here, so we're just gonna kind of check some stuff out. silly. Just a minute, sister. I don't know. In a minute. They've been waiting for you. Hi. Are you gonna jump? Jump, jump, jump.
Look at me! I'm in the castle!
Yeah.
Chris, relax.
Want to help him? Okay, so we just got done. It is 8 o'clock. So we were here for a few hours. Kids got to jump around on the little, it's like a local jumpy house thing. They like have events for birthday parties and stuff, but they were here at the sorry, I'm just backing up. They were here at the farmer's market. We bought some soap. I'll show you guys that in just a minute. And we also bought, there was a lady that was selling like beanie babies, kind of random, but the kids each got a beanie baby. Esme got a tie-dye bunny. Christopher got a little owl with a graduation hat on it.
Up, God.
Okay, so I don't know if it just recorded what I just said, but yeah, we just got done at the farmer's market. The kids got some beanie babies. Chris got a penguin. Esme got a tie-dye bunny. Thor got a little anteater. We picked up some burritos to go, some super burritos to go with some chips and extra salsa. I got extra salsa and extra guac, and that, it was like a 45-minute wait time, so we actually just picked it up and we're gonna eat it at the house. When the kids are gonna go to bed when we get to the house, and Garrett and I will eat our food. Bought some soaps that I'll show you guys when we get back. And we also got a really good smelling candle. The kids each got like a little candy toy from like the Mexican market. It's called Rosales Market, and it has food, and it's also like a mini Mexican market. It's okay, sister. 1 second. I'll help you when we get home, okay? So, they each, well, not Thor didn't get a candy, but Chris and Esme did. And they got some cotton candy while we were there, and I'm pretty sure that the cotton candy has made it to Esme, because once we got to pick up our food, she started kind of having a meltdown because she just wanted everything in the store. And Christopher was using the restroom, so we had to stand there for a while he was using the restroom, and she was having a hard time handling it. Luckily the farmer's market was like basically over, so this is, I mean, I let them stay up late once a week for movie night, but yeah, she just, 8 o'clock is pretty late for her, so she normally goes to bed at 6. So, and she also had a whole cotton candy by herself, and then she has her little, it's like a unicorn with little hard candies inside of it. So yeah, I can't help you, Esme. I'm sorry, I'm driving, babe. Okay. But yeah, so the sugar just got to her and she just started melting down. So luckily it's time for bed now. We'll get them into bed. We get to eat our food. And it was pretty cool. It was pretty small. I kind of wish that there was more. I feel like 90% of the people there were selling like plant starters, which is awesome because we have our garden going and we really wanted to get some of the stuff. But we didn't have any cash, and all the people selling the plants were only accepting cash, so we couldn't get any of the plant starters. The only people that were really accepting card were like the soap and the candle place that we went to. And then there was like one or two jewelry stands that were pretty cool. There were some really pretty rings. I'm a big ring person. I love rings, but I don't have any. I don't even have a wedding ring on. So yeah, I haven't had any rings in a while. So maybe next time we go, maybe we'll go next weekend, and I'll definitely have to bring some cash because we couldn't really get anything. And maybe I could pick up one of those cool local rings that they had, or a few, because they were like really cute. Okay, so this is what we got at the farmer's market. I got this lavender oat. This is really the only one that I liked. And then Garrett got these two. Jasmine vanilla. And then a cedar mint. And then I got this candle. It's called Lemon Squeezy, and I think it smells like lemongrass kind of, but it smells really good. It's made out of soy. She said that it'll burn for 80 hours until it's gone. So, and that will smell it all the way through. So, but we're gonna eat now. It's really good. I haven't had good chips in a while. Alright, let's try this burrito. Apparently Garrett doesn't like that I vlog. Shaking his head at me. It's good. But we're gonna watch the new Mortal Kombat movie right now. And I'm gonna end the vlog because it's getting late. Say bye.
Later.